is it going? Welcome back to the first review of 2025, and the eagle-eye viewers will spot what I'm in today. But just to clarify, I am in my buddy Sam's Honda Civic FN2 Type R, and what a car it is. I will just say this car is probably the most argued about Civic on the planet for a few factors. I think the EP3 purists laugh at its extra horsepower that it got, and then you've got the people who are told to laugh at it because the internet told it to, and they're the kind of people who have never driven or never experienced a Honda Civic Type R because they just are fantastic. So I spoke to Sam about why an FN2, where did it come from? And the short and sweet answer he gave me was he blew the head gasket on his Focus ST. So his mate sent him this as a replacement, and his reaction was, why not? And I think, what a great reaction, why not? And he's pleasantly surprised, which I would be as well, because it's such a great car to have. So I spoke to Sam about modification list, and as he mentioned, he's not long had the car, but he's done a few cheeky mods to it. So we'll start with the back, and he's got the gorgeous Mugen-style wing on the back, which just looks great. I'm an absolute fan of big wings on cars, so that's a plus from me. You then follow it down to the Mugen-style rear bumper, which has got the exhaust built into it and scrapped the triangle style exhausts. So the back end of the car is complete, and I think it is just completely set now. I was following it before and it just looks great. It just looks stance on the road, so it's a definite upgrade. Anyone who's got an FN2 would definitely recommend. Following round to what we're driving on, which is the grey aftermarket alloys. Again, they've just got that Jap style to it, which again, 6-spoke wheels, yeah, they're just needed. But this is why I love an FN2. I hate traffic. I spoke with Sam with what else he wants to get done to the car, and he's told me he wants to finish the exhaust, which I think sounds perfect as it is. Interior of the car, and you greet it straight away with the black and red contrast on these seats. I always talk about the seats because there's nothing worse than having a nice car and being uncomfortable, but if you're looking at one of these, I can confirm I'm a big lad and they are comfortable. I feel very secure in mine, that I will state that, but you need that when you're going down a B road and you need to give it a bit of a blip. However, as a daily commuter, it wouldn't put me off. I would not feel uncomfortable using this as a daily commuter. Coming around to the field of view, where they've definitely taken a futuristic approach to the dash. You've got the revs bang in the middle of the speedo, which that's what this car's about. It's about revs, because you're looking at that 5,400 mark where the VTEC kicks in. Just above that, you've got your miles per hour, and you've got a cheeky little Type R symbol, which there's no reason for it to be there, but it just looks great. You've then got the rev lights, which give you the optimal time to change gear. They knew what they were doing with this car. They know who they were making this car for, so that's a definite plus. It just looks great, and it's a nice driving place to be. The windscreen's huge, so you've got a great field of view. Another thing to add on to they knew who they were building this car for was you've got a key like every other car, but you don't turn it on in the traditional way. You put the key in, you turn the ignition on, and they give you this huge red engine start button, which we love that. That's what it's all about. That's what a car like this needs. So just talk about some specs for the boffins out there that love that sort of stuff. This engine produces 198 horsepower, as mentioned before. It's got that high revving VTEC engine, which just sounds stunning when it hits it. It will do 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. They're all right as numbers, but it's more about the feel with this car. It's not about the numbers with this, it's about the feel factor when you're driving this car. It's about how big that smile is when you hear that exhaust note change when VTEC kicks in. It's about how planted it is when you're driving down B roads and some A roads, how comfortable you are when you're driving like it. And it's the experience, it's not about the numbers, it's the experience of this car. really interested in that. But for the people who are, you can get a car seat in the back, you can get 4 people comfortably in this car, and even with my driving position, someone can still sit comfortably behind me, which is important, especially if you're going to be using that as a daily driver. I love that little thing above the shifter. It just says Type R and the number that it was. I think it's build number. I love that. Smiles for miles. That's what it's all about. We've spoken before about those numbers, but it's not about that. It genuinely just, it's a feeling car, and the grin is almost ear to ear as you're going along. And with that, I think I might need to give him his car back, otherwise I'm going to want to keep it. Thank you very much for watching. It's massively, massively appreciated. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled on all day detail group outlets at the moment, because we've got loads planned behind the scenes. We've been working tirelessly all last year to get these things ready for you. So take care. See you soon.